Hello, fellow Koopas. Welcome to the next war recap. We had a pretty good war this last time. We're going to go ahead and get right into it. So, one up against the French clan, Les Hus, and it was really good. We lost on percentage, but we got 1 star more than they did. More specifically, we got 3 stars as war ended to win it. Thor went and got 3 stars up against number 6 when we'd only gotten 1 earlier, and then Noob dropped down, got an extra star number 2, and it was fantastic. So they were a pretty good clan. They had a couple people who were doing Go Wipe, but they did mostly Go-Ho. They did a few Valk attacks. I got hit with a Laloon. I mean, it was pretty across the board. It was good. And Valks are pretty darn powerful. We're going to get into it, but yeah, Valkyries, man, they did some work. So Troop here, Town Hall 9, came up and hit this Town Hall 10, and got a pretty high percentage 2-star on it. I was impressed. You know, it's not a great opener. He put the wall breakers down and he got the golems inside before he dropped any wizards. And the archer queen sitting here shooting at him and all, but he brings in a whole bunch of Valkyries. And I saw this in both wars that I was in this weekend. This account and the main account. He freezes the multi-inferno, he drops a rage, drops a heal, so only the single target inferno is taking out Valkyries. And yeah, it's going to take a couple of them, but he brought a ton. And yeah, in wars this weekend, it was all about Valkyries. I mean, they did exactly this. They run through bases. If he'd had another heal here, then, you know, I mean, if he's got level 5 Valks, this is very possibly a 3-star attack. I mean, things got crazy with Valkyries recently, and so we're going to see how the base design shifts and how people are going to start protecting against them. So, space right here. Alright. I thought there was a giant bomb here and here, along with right here and right here. So I figured I would just bring some hogs in from the top after I've killed this archer queen in the CC. I kill it with a 2-1-2, a max 2-1-2 that I brought in my clan castle. So it's pretty simple. And then I just run through it with hogs, and I'm wrong about the giant bomb spots. It very nearly costs me. Alright, so 2-1-2's getting in here. Archer queen locks on. I phase her unnecessarily. And then as soon as she goes down, we're just going to drop 4 fingers, boom, 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 boom. And I'm going to drop heals in the wrong spots because I figure that's where it's going to go boom. No, I'm right about 2 of the spots, wrong about the other 2. And then I've got my hand on the heals, ready to see what happens, and both of them trigger right there and there, so I get these heals down immediately. I was planning on waiting a little bit, dropping them a little bit lower, but still over the Tesla farms, and it ends up working out. So they come in. I should have dropped that poison a little bit earlier, but that's okay. Get through the base and get 3. They had some pretty good designs, and they had a couple like these that were more predictable, more symmetrical, but they had some pretty good ones. And we didn't 3-star the really good ones. That's okay. Alright, we've got a couple of Valks. Thor, I think he did the exact same troop composition, but on 2 different bases. So it comes in here, and he's got CC Valks. He's got max Valks in the CC, which do some pretty significant damage, and they're quite a bit tankier than level 4 Valks. That's the real difference. I mean, the damage increase isn't all that important because if you get a lot of them in there, I mean, they'll pretty much one-shot any building, but being able to wait a little bit longer with the heals so that they last a little bit longer is pretty helpful. And so yeah, drops CC Valks in, drops his own Valks in. He's wanting to trigger any giant bombs he can find. He finds one here and here, I believe. And then he just comes at this base from the bottom up, does a little bit of surgical just to make sure that they travel the direction he wants. but he's got Valks and Golems in here that are still tanking. Finds another giant bomb. So Hogs didn't find any, and easy 3. Well, not easy, but a solid 3. Got a wizard on the backside that's rolling through. So yeah, good job of breaking that base down into a couple different parts and then taking out chunk by chunk. And then Thor comes in here. He had a 6-star war, along with having one of the winning attacks in a new Guyver. Alright, and this base is the same as number 9. They had the same base twice, which is not good, not recommended. Again, he drops a couple Valks. He drops CC Valks in. He's got to jump right over the Archer Queen, so things are going to run right on in there, take her out lickety split. I think we might see fewer golems being brought into kill squads. You're not going to see stone gohos anymore, or stone govahos, just because you don't need it. You've got the quad Teslas here, and a little T, which is in both bases. But you're not going to see stoned attacks. You're not going to see 3 golems, just because the golems get behind the Valkyries quickly, very quickly, with the way that they seek targets, the way that they try to get between buildings. They just get way out in front of things, and drops a great heal down there to keep them healed up right through the giant bomb there. So yeah, we're about to see some pretty big changes. I mean, right now, if you have level 4 Valkyries, bring a 2 golem 17 Valkyrie attack. Bring 1 jump, 3 rages, or 1 jump and 3 heals, and just watch the carnage, because I saw a lot of completely maxed Town Hall 9s fall to that this weekend. I'm talking 250 lava walls, 30 heroes, falling down like nothing. Just looking like at a bunch of grape walls or walls like this, and it was fantastic. Regards to how to defend it, you're going to have to worry about pathing. You're going to have to say, okay, I want to lead them on in some other direction that I don't want them to go. So Mort does what we're probably going to see a lot more of, which is bringing a witch for distraction troops, dropping the poison down so that the distracted troops keep going after those skeletons, and then the DPS troops, a couple wizards, the Archer Queen behind it. It's going to be, I'm not going to say old school, not like it used to be exactly. It's not going to be put a 2-1-2 down and wait with your Archer Queen behind to reinforce an enemy 2-1-2 in the clan castle, but you're definitely going to see something along those lines as how to kill CCs from now on. I think Mort's got the right idea with the witches. He drops this down knowing that there's a poison there. I think this was a cleanup attack. Just absolutely perfect heal spell right there. And then you see boop, boop, boop. These Teslas are all popping. You see a Tesla doesn't pop here, so he says, well, I'm going to have that heal down because there's probably a giant bomb, and sure enough, another just perfect heal for those hogs. Got a nice big group of them all together, keeps them all healed up together, which is just fantastic for a base like this. Yeah, very nice attack. Good job. Alright, Mort had a 6-star war, so came in here against an awful base. He does this again, he puts the witch down. He's not quite as good this time about making sure that the dragon stays occupied because it locks onto the witch, puffs on her, and now he's got to continue working on taking out the CC, but he's got the firepower for it. He brought quite a few extra barge troops, which you need, so that's good. Just letting it sit in the poison. And he's gonna get in here after the queen. Golem goes down, puts a couple wall breakers. He's got a barbarian in there for some reason. Puts the BK, puts heroes, wizards. Alright, time to start making that push into the base. And this base is not good, obviously. And so he knew that there's no double giant bomb spot, so he can just do a 2-finger drop and just get him in here. Make sure that he heals over the single giant bomb spots, because if you don't have double giant bombs, good night. And so, yeah, Mort killed it this war. His heal spells were on point throughout the war. He's gonna drop another heal right there, right over that giant bomb. I mean, yeah, just a really good war from him. He got hit with the Mass Valk attack for 3. He's like, how the hell do I defend against that? Oh, I don't know. That's usually what makes a war go from good to great. It's a good war if you can get 6 stars. It's a great war if you can get 6 stars and defend a few times, or not get 3 stars at all if it's that type of war. So it was a very good war for him. A couple of good 3 stars. And I think he defended at least once. Mort, where are you? Oh no, he got tripled on the first try. Well, very good war anyway. And then this one, Brett did a go wipe on the space, so that sucks. But I wanted to point out, in case anyone's watching, he worried so hard about how to prevent dragons from hitting him, making sure that he had good pathing away from the air defenses, making sure that it was difficult to come from any direction other than sweeper, and he forgot to make compartments. You can't have one core, one thing goes all the way around, and then a couple of shit compartments on the outside. You've got to make a bunch more compartments so that you can soak up multiple defenses. So, that's alright. He brought a max P.E.K.K.A into CC, a level 5, and it rolled. That poor guy. And then the Town Hall 8 bully attack. So I brought him out here. I didn't do quite so well. The dragon keeps fleeing from the poison as soon as he doesn't have a target, rather than looking around to see if he can lock on. He just says, I don't have a target, I'm going to leave. Which is interesting, but whatever. And then it's a Town Hall 8 and it's a Laloon, so not very exciting. A little overkill, but that's good. Okay, and then the Pole came in here. Pole had a 6-star war as well. And did it with all dragons twice. And again, I had to drop down. I'm the lowest Town Hall 9, and our Town Hall 8s have been not doing well the last couple wars. I don't know exactly what it is. For a while it was they just weren't cleaning the other Town Hall 8s. This war it was they wouldn't attack. We had a guy who just was in chat every once in a while, but he never would go and use his attacks, and so yeah. Our Town Hall 8s are going to need to get better, because this was an extremely close war, and we were probably just one attack away from losing. Not probably, we were exactly one attack away from losing. And yeah, if me having to skip a Town Hall 9 was the difference, then that would have been unfortunate. So, I guess we'll work on that. But yeah, Bull comes in here, he does a couple great dragon attacks. He does 3 rages rather than doing zap quakes, which is good. It's good for these particular bases. There wasn't an AD that was particularly difficult to get to, whereas the other 2 were better from a particular angle, so there wasn't a really great reason to do a zap quake. Good job. Okay, yeah, he comes in here and says, yeah, there's a dragon in the CC, but I don't care. I actually don't think he knew that. I think he was hitting this fresh, and he didn't think I should kill the CC in case it's something that my hogs can't target once all the defenses are dead. So, yeah, had that been a CC of witches, I think, or of wizards, I think he might have had an issue. Anyway, so that was the war. Great job to the other team. They were very, very good, very on top of it. Just We got a little lucky at the end, and we had the town hall advantage. They had, um, as you saw, they had number 11 here was a town hall 8, so they had 11 through 15. We had Yahia is a town hall 8, Granch is a town hall 9, and so we just had the town hall advantage. Yeah, and having that town hall advantage means we just yeah, it's difficult to overcome. I mean, they had to drop a bunch of attacks down to hit us down low, and we had a bunch of attacks we could go straight over, and it was a 9 versus an 8. So, yeah, great war. Good job, Koopas. Happy with the way it turned out. Got a little win streak going. So, till next time, y'all take care.